Go. Did it start?
Of course it started. If you have to ask them, yes, it has started.
Welcome, guys.
Inside the ant farm.
Inside the ant.
What episode
farm.
we're on, Matt?
109.
Yes, we are. Let's show this beer. So I got this beer, Matt, from there's this little gem downtown in Armory
Little
Square
Gym Diner.
called Alamo. I think it's called the Alamo Grocery and Deli, or it's called Alamo's Grocery and Deli. It smells good. It's like an Eastern European dude in there, or maybe Russian. I'm not sure. The place is full of like European chocolate and craft beer. So this is from the Green Flash. It's called La Freak.
Now, if you guys didn't know, we'll translate. That is French for the freak.
It's Belgian style Imperial India Pale Ale.
It smells.
Bottle condition
great.
at 9.2.
So this is.
Green Flash is one of my favorite breweries.
Prost. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put the label on. Middle Ages Brewery. Thank you for these glasses.
I think we should have often. It's hot. Green Flash known for their really
Woo!
hoppy beers. They're actually the guys that make the beer.
That's a good hops, though. It's like not too much, and it's got a nice fruit kick underneath. I like that. It's good.
It's got some tones, some undertones.
How you doing? You really got a lot of news.
I just ranked it really big. So. I'm doing okay, man. We're kicking it off at the Syracuse stage, getting the season ready, which I can't say right here, but I can tell you afterwards if you want to hear.
It's The Wiz. Ease on down. Ease
We're
on
actually
down.
doing
Whoa.
5 different performances of The Wiz.
Ease on down. Ease on down.
One's gonna be an all Asian cast.
That's
One's
what
all
I was
like
hoping
LGBT. So that way we get everybody, but it's still The Wiz, but we get everyone.
Wait. In all LGBT cast of The Wiz, isn't that just The Wiz?
That's right. This show is not bigoted. Just one bigot. Until we're all equal. Okay, Ted Cruz. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm also white and Hispanic.
Go to tedcruz.com.
But you can't tell I'm Hispanic.
If you go to tedcruz.com, you see that he supports Obama. So it's good.
Was he going to sign up for, like... Why is he doing this? He's just doing this to make other candidates like, oh, well, at least they're not him.
I mean, we've all saw The West Wing at least once. Everyone knows that, like, you put that guy out there first. It's like when they put Trump up, like, yeah, it's your turn, Trump, you know, and then, like, you just put someone out there to placehold until you find something good.
Well, Trump even said, I was born in Canada, so I will run because of that. That's what he...
But he did run at one point.
I don't know. That's what he just said. Because he just talking crap about Cruz. And I wish it was Victor Cruz running, by the way. So they could do the salsa dance and he catch touchdowns all the time. It'd be great.
Not running, though. I think it was Victor from We're Alive that's running. He's like, hey! I'm a stereotype!
Hey, I talk like this, S.A. Bendago, I say that a lot.
By the way, if you one really obscure impression, one from Miguel and 2 from Mateo. Also, if you ever watched We're Alive, watch that. It's
It's a great podcast.
Yeah.
And it's still up there on iTunes, so.
Of course, it should be. It's probably
I'm
still getting
almost
good
done
numbers.
with it. I have like 5 episodes left, but I've been kind of busy lately, so.
It has like a Hobbit. It has like a Lord of the Rings type ending where it's just like, and then this, and then there's another thing, and then I'm like, okay.
And we tie all the loose ends
Yeah,
up.
like here we go.
We'll
Nice
tie them
little
all up.
bows. 27 little bows.
And
for
then
you.
just a little bit of almonds, and then like I'm good.
I don't need almonds. That's weird. Is someone have gangrene? I don't get it. How are you doing, Natty?
It's been a long week, and I'm starting nights on Friday. So
We had jam session at Grammys yesterday too.
you mean today?
Yesterday. We'll see when this.
It's
I'm
been
gonna post this
24
tomorrow
hours.
now.
You have to now. You now have to do that.
Fridays, people. Still Fridays. Or at least
It was
it's
good. It was good to have dinner. We had a really good dinner tonight, so it was a lot of fun. And I bought 2 dressers for $60. That was pretty nice.
60 each.
60 altogether. They're going to be 40 each, but the lady's like, employee discount. And she like knocked $10 off each one. It's awesome.
Okay. And did you need dresser?
Thanks, lady. Yes, we did. Yes.
Are they from like dorm rooms? Where are they from?
They're like old dorm room dressers. They had there's a thing called excess property at Syracuse University where you buy old stuff that Syracuse University doesn't use anymore. And a lot of times it's really crappy computers or wooden anything because they got rid of like all their wood stuff. So they had like the old school desk with a wooden tablet table, and they had the big desk like that are in the rooms, and you could get those for like $10. It was actually like I almost would have got one if I had room in my car for it.
That's what on top.
And then they had 2 electronic typewriters that looked
yeah.
like they were from the 1960s,
You never know when you're gonna need
1970s.
one of those.
Just throw them out, okay? I don't know why you're trying to sell them. Maybe we'll scrape a nickel off these. I mean,
Maybe somebody can. Maybe he's a collector.
no, there's no way. They're not like beautiful, like one of a kind or something. They're like probably the most. If there's any electronic typewriter left, it's probably those. You know,
They carried on box office actually has an electronic typewriter in it.
it's like having a dot matrix printer. Why?
They still use it too.
They probably use an electronic typewriter and it goes right into a dot matrix.
Well, some of the people there think that it's actually easier instead of like.
Well, then they're garbage.
Instead of like doing a Word document and then like putting the person's name in, like to actually like put the piece of paper in and type the name on the line kind of thing. So it has that typing in there.
That's they're 70 years old, obviously.
Yes, they're actually
Okay.
pretty close to 70.
That's the only way that makes sense. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's see what we got. I got a lot of stuff. No, I haven't got a lot of stuff, but you have a lot of stuff, and we'll probably have the exact same stuff.
So Matt, guess the villains are going to be for Star Trek, Matt.
Khan,
Rumored for Star Trek 3, the third one.
Khan, and
No,
Tribbles.
Connie, it's a
Tribbles.
girl version of Khan. It's going to get better than Cumberbatch and Drag.
And he'll have a herd of tribbles that follow him or her.
It's like, get them! Because Benedict Cumberbatch can't do it.
They sit in your face and you're really happy.
So Idris Elba isn't supposedly rumored to be in talks to be
Klingon.
Did you say that, Matt? Because he's black?
Yeah, I did.
Racism.
And true.
And true. Actually, I was gonna say
He'd be amazing. No, he'd be a great Klingon. He'd be so scary.
Yeah. Well, and he's also
He has gravitas.
That's what I'm saying. He's gravitas, like the gravitas enough that, like Benedict Cumberbatch, where you.
That's
you
always the
believe
problem with any of the Klingons in the shows and stuff like that. Like, you really have to have gravitas to be a Klingon, you know?
That's why Christopher Lloyd made one of the best Klingons ever.
Christopher Lloyd, exactly.
Great Scott! I'm a Klingon!
And I'm a guy in blackface. Oh.
It's still
Like somebody's got a ridge forehead. It's okay.
Face. Yeah, exactly, man. It's not racism when you give him ridges.
He's an alien. Oh, awkward.
He's also better in dips. You know,
Great Scott. I'm not gonna do this one because you have it on yours already. I'm gonna do this one. This one is kind of awesome, actually.
We just skip right over there. No more talking about Idris Elba. Okay.
Oh, do we want to talk more about Idris Elba?
I want to rap
something for his name or something? Or?
I want to rap.
Well, I'm just saying he's great. I don't know why you wouldn't pick him for your villain or your hero. Like I said, he should have been James Bond even before Daniel Craig because he's just really good at what he does.
Yeah, I like how they're talking about like still throwing around. I don't think they're going to do it ever. But
I don't think they are either.
I
think they're going to get like a teenager next time or something. You know, like the kid from His Majesty's Secret Service.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm the new James Bond. Yeah. Hey,
they get like James Corden.
Well,
or something.
English is something
like somebody too young and not the right fit. But you know, I'm alright. I want to see Spectre, so you know, I'm still in it. I like Daniel Craig in it, so
I'm in it to win it.
But Idris Elba, yes, do it. Make it so.
All of that.
I would be alright with him being a Jon Stewart Green Lantern as well. Although Jon Stewart's kind of dry toast, so it's kind of tough to.
No, Jon Stewart has some depth to him. I mean, you just have to get
not as much Guy
backstory.
Gardner or Hal Jordan, that's for sure.
I'm still stumping for Tyrese because he's
or Kyle
for
Ratner,
himself.
who may not even be alive in the next couple episodes, issues of Green Lantern.
Uh-oh, they're gonna kill
Oh,
him.
you didn't hear about that?
They killed him in the
He's
Justice.
now a white lantern now, right now,
which is not good for
and
him.
supposedly they might, he's might be dying because of it. And
well, yeah,
that's
the thing. The White Lantern.
They're playing it so that it's like
it basically uses your life force.
Before the end of the New 52, he might not.
Yeah, but it's convergence, so it doesn't.
He might be dead though. He might be dead.
They can just bring back a different version of him from somewhere else. It's stupid.
Let's bring back Guy Gardner with his bowl cut.
Hey, Guy Gardner's still around, and he's pretty badass. Still, he was a Red Lantern for a while. He was red and green too. He had like a green ring.
Red makes more sense for him.
Yeah, which is why they made him one.
Is there a douche color anywhere?
It's something like Red Lanterns, like blood comes out of their mouth sometimes. And stuff.
Pink polo shirt lantern is douche lantern.
Man, he's Irish, okay? Just because you're English.
Like, that's the only reason I like green. But okay, so here's the big Marvel bombshell I've got. Supposedly, there's a rumor that Captain Marvel is going to be in the new Avengers movie.
Katie Sackhoff, anyone?
They've already picked her.
Katie Sackhoff.
And they are keeping it under wraps.
Katie Sackhoff.
What do you think about that? I would love Katie Sackhoff.
If it's anyone else, I'm just walk out.
I'm gonna riot. Like we riot.
It's like if they kill Daryl. If they kill Daryl on Walking Dead, I'm rioting. I'm looting places.
I think it might be him, but
or Carol. It could be. I think it's gonna be Carol.
it'd be too easy to kill Carol, and I kind of like that
Carol.
Carol.
Oh, you saying because she's a woman?
No, I kind of like.
And racist.
I kind of like that Carol is going into like this. May not be part of the group anymore because going insane. Like she's a complete sociopath right now. Like she's almost like she's like starting a little kid mafia with this kid.
She's like losing her. I'm not. Don't give away spoilers, dude.
Okay, well,
don't spoil things.
Whatever. Everybody knows that she's not like the nice, but broken mom. She's more just messed up now, you know.
Well, yeah, because she's losing parts of humanity every time like a friend of hers dies, you know.
Yeah. But so there's a rumor that she's already been cast and she will be introduced in because there's another rumor that is more closer to being substantiated that there are more characters from the Avengers that they have not showed us yet in the trailers. Like they really just showed the original guys and
because we all know that more characters equals a better movie.
Yeah, well, I mean the orgy of actors and celebrities you have in there, it's like basically the Expendables now.
Like I saw Burt Reynolds' leg.
Yeah. But they're also doing this because
Burt Reynolds is
the Avengers after this, there could be dead ones, there could be broken ones, and there's going to be a new Avengers team because of that for the Infinity War supposedly.
Do you think they'll break the Batman?
Batman's not there. No, they won't break the Batman.
It's like I'm an Avenger. No.
I've heard a rumor that Quicksilver is going to be killed, one and done. I've heard a lot of different rumors about this.
Buy Aaron Johnson.
And you know they're probably just throwing rumors in there too to like really throw you off, so you're still like you got too many rumors, you're oversaturated, and you stop looking for them. You know, but I would definitely. I mean, you definitely have to assume that Ultron, even in the trades, is a badass who kills a lot of superheroes before he gets stopped.
In the Age of Ultron, he basically murders everyone.
Yeah, he like kills everyone. Basically.
He literally murders everyone.
But like Luke Cage is still alive.
He kills people so badly that Wolverine has to go back to like stop him being to kill Hank Pym to stop him from being made in the Age of Ultron comic book, which is not a spoiler for the movie because there's no way that's going to happen in the movie. Anyway.
So you think they'll kill Tony Stark then?
He'll go back and Wolverine will come and kill Tony Stark. Wolverine cannot be in those movies.
Well, they're talking about trying to get. That's another rumor. They're talking about maybe getting Wolverine for the Infinity Wars or something.
Yeah, well, you know who's talking about that most of all? Hugh Jackman.
I'll do anything.
Hey, boy from Wallace, I'll dance for you. Hey, I mean, I'm Wolverine, bub.
He'll be Wolverine forever, okay?
Until I die, I will get plastic surgery. To
so would you be alright with Captain Marvel?
I love Captain Marvel. She's a great character.
What if it was Miss Marvel Kamala Khan?
Miss Marvel Kamala Khan is one of my favorite current heroes. Like I said, I think she's like to me. If they continue with like the quality of the comics she's writing, she's like the new age. She's like the new age version of Spider-Man.
Well, they've already said it's supposed to be Carol Danvers.
I mean, because she's this nerd that is like, she happens to be Islam or it happens to be Muslim. But she's definitely a nerd and like this fully. Wow. She's fully into being a superhero, and it's just great to see this like kind of origins. And
she's a different kind of nerd than Peter Parker is. She's a different kind of nerd than Peter Parker.
Well, yeah. Well, but the thing is, she's still a kid too. Like she has all this potential where she could go with things, and like she's learning the ropes as a hero, and she's getting like these mentors, and like she like geeks out because Wolverine like came to basically partially to find her, but partially to stop something else. And she like geeks out when she teams up with him and stuff, and she's actually
you would geek out team up with Wolverine, Mike?
She was just revealed as one of the new Avengers, the all new, all different Avengers. So
all different.
So that could be all fun
the Air
too.
Day. Yeah, I gotcha.
With currently they have the Vision, Nova, who I think we predicted. I predicted somebody. No, I predicted John, my coworker. So I was like, I know all these people, except the Vision. I thought might have been Doctor Strange because there's all silhouettes it showed.
Well, Nova could definitely be a new Avenger.
But he is. He's already confirmed.
Yeah,
he was confirmed today. So that's one of the all new, all different Avengers.
No, but I'm saying in the movie, even he could be one of the Avengers. They kind of introduced a Nova Corps already.
I don't think they'll use the young Nova. I think if they do a Nova, it'll be like Richard Rider, the older version of Nova, like the original Nova.
It'll be the dude that says, "What a bunch of a-holes."
I'd love to see that guy do another thing. I think he was killed. Wasn't he killed in one of the ships though?
I don't know.
The net of ships. That was
the best plan you guys have ever had.
Let's make a big net. No, why are you doing that?
But that ship was a gargantuan. How else are you going to stop that? They might have just spit on it. I mean, there's not really much they could do else to that ship.
You have a dance-off, of course.
Oh, what do you got? I got a couple more things.
Well, see, Matt, I have the Ready Player One movie moving forward, and you know how I know, Matt? Because a director has been chosen.
Okay,
You
so
think the director
is this the same movie as Pixels with Adam Sandler?
Ready Player One is an original concept. Okay?
Pixels is where aliens send old-timey game
Do you not know what Ready Player
stuff
One
after
is?
us. I've heard of it, yes.
Okay, so Ready Player One, dystopian future. Everybody's on the net. It's basically like a kind of a proto version of the Matrix. Everybody's in like an online MMO, and like they do their school there.
So basically, like us now.
There's Jamie. You can drink. Yeah, they can do like their schooling there. They can basically they live on there because everyone's so poor that there's nothing to do outside. There's like everyone lives in these like trailer park homes that are stacked on top of each other basically, and there's like 18 people in each trailer home because they're just so poor. It's so dystopian in the future, and Megacorps. It's kind of like Shadowrun actually, except everyone's a Decker basically.
Okay, so this isn't Pixels with Adam Sandler.
No, much better.
It's also got Kevin James in it, so I mean, this movie's gonna be.
But
on fire!
Basically, these people are in this Matrix type thing, and the inventor of this thing has died, and he says, "I've left this treasure, but you have to do all these. You have to do these you have to find the treasure. Basically, it's like a treasure hunt. So like people get together and try to find this treasure, and this one really poor kid, he's a poor white kid, and he finds the first clue.
And does he hit a metal block with a question mark on it?
Yes. And a mushroom comes out, and he smokes the mushroom. So he doesn't like jump into it.
And it makes him feel bigger.
But it's a fun story. It's a really fun. I've only read about 3/4 of it, but it's really good. And now this director Steven Spielberg, Matt.
It's gonna be good then.
Well, the thing is,
all their guns with radios. So it's good.
the thing is that that I like. At first, I was like Steven Spielberg. What has he even done in the past? But the thing is that this movie, a lot of the book that the movie's based on, basically the creator of this Matrix thing, like he kind of worships the 80s. So like he's all about retro console gaming.
So there'll be an
all
ET in this.
Well, so like there could be something. Yeah, there could be callbacks, and there could be, and plus the fact that Steven Spielberg made some really awesome 80s movies.
So really, what you're explaining to me is Pixels with Adam Sandler and Kevin James.
Well, it'd be Kevin James would be like. He'd probably be
A
the
piece of crap.
yeah, the main role.
Drink.
All right.
You
Yeah.
raised yourself so that I would be in the shot. It was rude.
So yeah, that.
Great.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so there's a really strange feature of The Witcher 3 to give it
feature?
a little extra realism. When you go on a mission in The Witcher 3, if it is a place where you have to travel, your beard will grow out exponentially depending on how long the travel is.
That's the worst news.
Yeah, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, why is this made?
I would just travel across the map.
Supposedly there is many stages from clean shaven to like a full
Like a wizard.
Zach
beard?
Galifianakis. No, supposedly it's not Gandalf long, but it's like it can get like Galifianakis type long, and yeah.
How can I just role play him as Gandalf?
Witcher 3. Let's
if
do
he's
this.
Just gonna get Zach Galifianakis.
Witcher 3. That's what you're doing.
I actually didn't write that one down, but I did write down even worse news, Matt. Rosetta Stone, Matt. They're coming to consoles. You know the guys behind Languages.
Like on PS4, I can do.
No, just Xbox One right now, Matt.
Oh,
If you own an
Oh,
Xbox
good.
One, you can learn some languages.
Xbox One. This is why I'll never get you. Thanks.
They're going to do a virtual travel experience, though. It's going to be like a game where you learn
So
languages.
you like
through the
go to
game.
Barcelona?
You're like in Barcelona,
See
and you're like
Castilian Spanish?
Castilian Spanish. And you're like, just to mean Mazun
It's all
that's
spitting on
French.
people.
And then Muzzy comes in.
Can we? I do Muzzy on console. I would do that.
I think PS4 is going to get Muzzy. Actually,
I'd be alright with that.
okay.
PS4 still wins.
So you can take that Shuhei Yoshida anywhere you want with that. You can just bring it to. You don't have to give us any money. Just put us in the credits. Special thanks, and we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Or just inside the end farm in the credits. It's cool.
I want to talk about this. HBO has confirmed that they will spoil the books. They are going to get ahead of the books. There's no way that they can't now. What does that mean for George R.R. Martin writing these books?
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Game of Thrones.
There you go. Jeez.
Game of Thrones. Everyone knows who it is.
I thought you were talking about like Silicon Valley or something.
You think you're talking about the other show that
Hung? I thought you were talking
that
about Hung.
George R.R.
Because
Martin
Hung's
writes?
based on
George
a
R.R.
book.
Martin writes Hung. That's
Yes.
right.
He's like, that's about me.
It's
actually.
my life
I have a
story.
giant cock. What? Oh boy.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
Whatever. I haven't read the books. Don't care.
Yeah, but as a person,
I don't care about no snakes.
Usually, you see that there's a books already established.
I just want to see someone get thumbs shoved into their eyes and their head exploded.
How do you get a show, and then you write the books afterwards? How does it even work?
Because you
just copy off the show.
He's
now?
too busy doing college college humor stuff and
probably college chicks too. You're on a Santa fetish. Santa fetish, the name of this episode. No,
you can't say that.
So, Game of Thrones. How can he continue to write the books? You should be like, no, you're not allowed to write them now. Now you write the show. That's basically what you're doing.
So as a reader of the books, man, are you upset?
I'm upset by that because he's had years to finish this book now. He knew this was coming. This isn't new to him. He's just sitting around doing. I gotta make sure it's perfect by not doing it.
I think that's one of the reasons I haven't really started that book.
Suspenders.
Is because it's if he's not going to be finished, I'm going to eventually catch up to him really quickly.
Yeah, I'd rather read a series that's already done. Like Harry Potter was basically it wasn't already done by the time we read it. But
Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. I said J.J. Rowling. J.K. Rowling was really good with keeping a good schedule with that.
Spider-Man. I wrote the Harry Potter books.
Even the bigger books, she had a good clip on, and it didn't take too long for the next book to come out.
Which this is unacceptably long at this point, where he's not done with his book. So,
but then he's appearing on red carpets and stuff, and it's dude, come on.
I don't want to see your stupid bearded face and your suspenders.
You're a writer.
I want to see you writing a book, and then your face can be on the back jacket. I'll let that happen, okay? Get the book done.
Big fat head on the jacket. Whatever.
It's people are gonna forget you if you can't finish your books.
I feel like that's me, man. So did you see they tweeted a pic from behind the scenes at Mass Effect 4?
I did not see this.
This happened.
Oh, was this a couple weeks ago, or was this recently?
This recently happened.
So I saw they had a production, or it was a back, an environment picture.
No, this is a mocap thing. It showed someone normalizing one of the suits.
Okay.
The other thing was it was so far away because it was they basically took a picture of the lens on the person, so you couldn't really tell if it was female or male. But the one person with their arms that looked kind of male, and there's a person next to them with their leg out that was doing a tendu. For a ballet term where you pointed toe. So and she
That's something a word.
That person looked kind of female.
I've heard that the main character might be a female. That's one of the rumors I've heard.
Well, I think the main character should be like they did with Shepard.
But Shepard was a dude. There was a femme Shep, obviously,
who was better than the regular Shep.
But I'm thinking that they might start off with a femme Shep and have a male Shep.
Actually, my heart of hearts, my definitive Shepard was a woman.
Mine was. By the way, I already know who the Shepherd for this movie that will never get made is. It is Theo James, who plays 4 in Divergent and Insurgent. He is the perfect look. He's in shape, and he's kind of bland, but still has this spirit underneath him that you can see he could pull off fire. Like Commander Shepard does.
So you think he spits out fire?
Yeah, I think he could. He's got a very intense stare and stuff like that. I think he could do a really good job.
You should get that out to some kind of production company.
I don't know. I wish somebody would make this movie. I've been waiting for this movie my whole life. I think.
Just like every other cool property that should be a movie, it's going to be in the toilet somewhere. And it's probably going to actually...
Or somebody ruin it.
It's about Shepard's family.
Or
he's got his uncle who's a down on his luck, but he's a huckster on the street on the ship. And he's played by Al Pacino.
And the Shepherd was played by Kirk Cameron.
What?
No, why are you doing this? No.
And then not Nicolas Cage.
Okay, Nicolas Cage. Well, at least if you're going to go all bad.
As Saren. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Well, the bad guy.
Bad guy.
I'm a Spectre.
Oh.
I'm a Turian.
I'm Saren.
And they instead of making him look like an actual Turian, they just make it look like Nicolas Cage with a really bad hairpiece.
He probably is going to look like a Turian by then anyway.
It's look, I have a hinge in my mouth.
It's my face. It's my real face.
I have mandibles now.
I have no hair anyway. 1 for Miguel, 2 for Mateo.
You're going to have 1. That's cool.
But yeah, okay, what do you got?
I'm going to say, speaking of pictures of cool things, Matt, we got to see our first pic of Lex Luthor.
Okay. Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor.
So he's like, I okay,
Got mixed up with Lex Luthor.
I'm Lex
Different.
Luthor. Not Lex Luthor. He's the guy, the torture rack.
Dragon Doom.
I'm
Slam Joe and Deck of Intrepid.
And I don't like Superman. He destroyed the city, and so I'm really nervous around
different-
him. And
I'm nervous, but I think I could do something
kind of like
beat him,
Asperger's
maybe.
glib. You know, it's a.
Well, he's already played like an evil supervillain when he was in Social Network. He played Mark Zuckerberg, so he's already done that.
Well, that's why he was cast, honestly. It's because he's playing kind of like a mogul in this one too, like a mogul version of him.
I think he's going to be like a tech mogul, too.
I hope he's like Gene Hackman version of mogul, though, where he's like, I'm going to buy up all the sandpaper, and then no one will be able to use it. Like
why are you doing that?
Wait, what?
I have a feeling.
You're supposedly the smartest man on the planet.
I have a feeling it's going to be like almost like a dark Zuckerberg. He's going to be like
Dark Zuckerberg.
Dark Zuckerberg. Hashtag Dark Zuckerberg.
Another name for the episode, possibly. Although that would probably get kicked off Facebook. Take it down.
Take it down.
Don't badmouth Mark.
Mark would write us a note and just be like, "You guys are dead." Like,
I did. I tell you, I got a note from Verizon.
from Tom from
MySpace. from
Oh.
Verizon, because I illegally downloaded an episode of Justified, and like, we saw that you were downloading this and it's copyrighted material, and well, you can't do that, so stop.
I've BitTorrent a few things, and when I was in the 4 minutes into the show, it stopped and said, "This is copyrighted. You cannot watch it." I was like,
Yeah, actually, they sent it to
That's
Jamie, and
ridiculous.
luckily it was like in her spam or something. Luckily she checked, because
Verizon's gonna send Guido and Vinny to
yeah,
break your
well,
legs.
but of course in the letter, like, oh, to find out how to legally watch these shows, click this link that goes
nice.
to
Passive
Verizon and
aggressive.
sign up for our
It's passive
and
aggressive.
sign up for our Verizon service. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wow, that's Comcast level of douchebaggery.
So Verizon doesn't let you steal stuff. What's the whole point of them? Jeez.
Lame though.
This will never air now because we just made fun of Verizon.
Out of Verizon.
Verizon and Mark
Verizon
Zuckerberg.
Network,
We're
I'm
dead.
surprised-
We are dead to this.
I'm surprised me saying Verizon didn't trigger something to them.
Whoever the founder of YouTube is, you suck. Oh, jeez.
Why? Why do you say that? I'm gonna put YouTube
We're bad.
sucks now as one of the tags. So we get more hits that way. We get more hits from disgruntled people. So Matt, Jubilation League.
No, it's my turn.
Jubilation
I was going to
League.
do that, you jerk.
Jubilation League.
You jerk.
The best X-Men ever.
Jubilee.
The best X-Men
Does
ever.
anyone know what
Your
Jubilee's
favorite-
power was?
Nat, yes, she made fireworks from her hands. And now she's currently a vampire, by the way. She's a vampire.
So she's a vampire that shoots fireworks out of her
But
hands,
she
too?
still wears the same clothes.
The hell?
I have no clue what that is.
What was that?
Oh, you know what? It's probably one of my alerts.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's frightening.
So somebody posted a picture to Facebook.
The title should be...
Yeah, that's the worst. That has the worst vibrate. It's like, because it goes.
Yeah, that was really weird.
It sounds like someone's starting up a tiny lawnmower. So I can't I have to if I go into a meeting, I have to turn it all the way off. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're vibrating. That's
So,
the
okay,
point.
this it's a newcomer. The person, I don't think
Lana
I've been in any
Condor.
movies. Her name is Lana Condor.
Yeah.
That sounds very made up. Maybe a porn name.
She looked like a young Asian girl. She didn't look pornish.
She looked very young and very Asian.
I mean, that's
Which Jubilee is half Japanese. So,
she is. Indeed.
and she's fireworks.
Yeah.
4th of July, you need
And
Jubilee.
they're
it's
not
great.
they're not something that can really hurt you that much.
They just sparkle in your
They
eyes.
literally
Like,
yeah, it's like, oh boy, I'm blinded.
mild inconvenience.
Yeah, I'll get you in a couple of seconds when my vision clears up.
when does it? How long until they get moist in the X-Men?
Nobody wants to be moist. I think they should have more. I think they should get morph. They need morph. They need Well, they already had Darwin and killed him. That was awesome.
They get Angel because his powers are very confusing. You
No,
have
Angel's
wings.
powers are not confusing. He
wings?
just has wings.
That's it.
He's just a
Like
guy
you
that
don't
flies.
you're not like an angel that do any angel stuff.
He's not even necessarily good at martial arts or anything. He just can fly away from you.
And he has wings that he can't even really hide, so he just got wings that are just horrible. He has the worst superpower.
It's pretty up there.
I mean, at least other freaky people might have a freaky thing that helps them.
They should
he
put
just can fly.
They should put his
Right.
ex-girlfriend Husk in there. By the way, Angel dates really
Husk is pretty badass.
Angel dates really ridiculous. Yes, and once Angel had sex with her in the air in front of her family. That's in the comics, people. I didn't make that up. That's true. He once took her in the air,
Her family was into it.
had sex with her.
Did she rip her skin off?
While
afterwards?
her entire family, no. What happened was they were like dating, and she's like really young. She's a younger person.
She's like late teenagers.
She's
teenagers.
Human Cannibal's little sister.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And so he like is dating her, and he's obviously older.
Generation X, folks.
Obviously older. He takes her up in the air, and she's just wearing a sundress, and then the sundress drops down, and everyone just it just shows the reactions of people like, ooh, ooh. She's getting like they're having sex in the air.
They're doing the deed, if you will.
In the air, and like this is happening, and people are just like, ooh,
and while they're doing it, he's gonna flap his wings awkwardly.
Yeah, like that is the worst. The worst.
But how many people can say they had sex while their partner was flying with wings? Because that's the only superpower he had.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what he does. Yeah, that's his thing. But then he becomes
And then,
Archangel.
and then she Hulk Hogan her skin off at the end.
Yeah. I am a real. Yeah, so I'm not pregnant. Psh, no pill.
I am a real gross American.
I never understood. Like, I'm like, okay, so she ripped her skin off. Like, oh, I cut you. I ripped my skin off. I'm not cut. Like, wait, but I cut you.
Are you cut on your skin?
Like I cut through your
did
skin.
I not cut that hard? I should cut harder. Should I?
Like
Can I shoot you?
I stabbed. Wait, do you have to like rip off like several layers of skin?
No, more skin.
Are you just skin?
Why did you do that? You ruined this for me.
Worst superpower ever.
Supposedly it's really good superpower.
Dumb.
It saved her a bunch of times. She defeated like Magneto with it once or something.
Dumb superpower. That's
So let's get to these. Let's get to these games. Unless you got what else you got on there?
What games?
Well, we got Life is Strange 2 and Game of Thrones.
I haven't played Game of Thrones.
Episode 3. I've only played the first like couple minutes of it. But I did finish the episode 2 of Life is Strange. Did you finish it?
Strange, yes.
Let's talk about this then.
Do you want to get spoilery? Or do you want to spoiler off camera?
Let's just talk about like the acting, gameplay, what we thought of the story and stuff like that. We can talk about it more in depth after.
I thought the acting was still consistently mediocre. Like I think Max is great.
I think it is written by a 40-year-old man,
white man, like European man.
Yeah, like white European dude.
So some of the jargon in the
or
language, was
like a Japanese guy that's trying to think what American people would like, so he's looking at like 80s films, and so they're like the stuff they're saying is like so weird. Like no kid would say this ever. It's like it doesn't even make any sense how bad that part of it is written. It makes me angry, actually.
What I liked is this one had a lot of hard choices.
Yeah, definitely. And even if you go back and do the little rewind thing, it's like I don't want to do either of these.
Well,
I don't like either of these.
There's a cool thing where like the gimmick of rewinding, you can't use it, and you're like,
oh yeah.
And that's a big moment at the end.
It's
give away.
It's kind of cool. It's almost like the butterfly effect. You know, you use the power too much, and it basically is going to kill you.
Well, that's cool because it shows like there's a limit, and it's not just like I can rewind to the beginning of time. Like okay, that's weird.
Yeah, and it actually really affects a choice that you can't undo at the end. Which
I'm still not sure how I feel about Chloe.
It's tough because she's like trying too hard to be edgy, and it's like. And then I'm trying to like be good, but I have to like hang out with Chloe.
Well,
too.
and yeah, that's the thing. Like you're trying to like do anything besides just hang out with Chloe. You're like, I'm gonna be this. And you're like,
there's a one choice where you had to kind of ditch her for a second and take the phone call. I did the phone call. I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, that's
wait.
it too. And then
Chill
she's
out.
fine with it, but it's like,
yeah.
But then
that's
she.
Why I was like, oh, because she's fine with it.
But then she says like really flip stuff when you're like walking with her. She's like, well, you know, just
you gotta take phone
that.
calls and
you know,
stuff. Like, yeah, I'm a human that has other friends, you jerk. But her character is kind of almost becoming a problem because I feel like if you go good, you get pushed towards Warren, but if you go bad, you get pushed towards Chloe. You know, as a love interest maybe.
And when Chloe's just going down a really bad
and Warren
path.
is like the ultimate good guy. He's like, I'm just white bread and good,
yeah.
Nice guy and a geek, and
he's almost milquetoast. He's almost.
I like Warren, but. You know, I feel like you're supposed to hang out with Chloe and whatever, maybe have a romance with her, so that's why I keep trying to go with that, but it's tough because I'm like, you're a douche. Why do I hang out with you? You're just always a jerk. Whoa, now let's shoot guns all the time. Pew, pew, blam, blam.
First go find me a bunch of bottles which are scattered in really horrible
Well, I drink
places.
a beer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in an abandoned-ass junkyard with trains going by.
Right, and then she keeps like saying, like, I'm your... Oh, yeah, and then that whole... We weren't even going to that whole scene.
That didn't make... That was
afterwards,
stupid.
I was like, what the...
That was just
what
dumb.
is going on here?
But...
I really still love the story, though.
I love the story.
I
I like they moved the story a lot more in this one.
I think Max is a great character. Like she has so many dilemmas that are just great, and the person, and like her writing at least feels realistic.
There's some tough tertiary characters still to deal with. Like Nathan is like this ultimate bad guy. He's just so evil.
He's right.
And
Like he
bad.
might as well have a mustache and he's twirling.
It's like, I'm gonna get you to do drugs and have a gun. You're like, oh, all right.
I'm shooting up,
And nobody knows I'm rich too. You're like, okay, I
I'm
got
possibly
it.
raping people. You're like, oh
Yeah,
boy,
you're like, okay,
wow,
jeez.
holy crap!
There's a whole lot going on here.
What is wrong with you and your family?
My dad always gets me out of trouble. Yeah.
When I'm raping people and trying to kill them, like what the
He helps.
heck?
I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. This
my
is wrong.
goodness.
Uh,
But like,
and then also too, like every time you try to do something right, everybody's like, well,
you're stupid.
yeah, you can't. You
You're
have too much
treading
trauma
on-
follows
yeah.
you, so you're probably lying. It's like, okay,
It's like I'm literally like an honor roll student, and like I've done
yeah,
everything.
and
right.
I've never done anything wrong in my life, and I'm trying to tell you something, and you just think I'm lying the whole time.
Yeah.
Boy, are you gonna feel bad when you find out I'm right?
And plus, there's a giant tornado
Massive
thingy.
supernado,
So, yeah,
Sharknado coming towards us.
A hernado. If
That's
you will.
got to be a Sharknado.
half hurricane, half tornado.
That's got to be a Sharknado. There's no way this.
Come on, I made a Harmontown reference. You skipped over.
Tornado.
Thank you, David Cross. Watch listen to Harmontown, people, and watch it. You can watch it now. They're doing a video.
It's like on a network. They have like a network or something.
blog.
You like pay for it or something.
Yeah, feral.
Okay,
feral
so
video.
I'm still in. But there's like glaring pieces. That
I
they
was
need to
kind of like
brush
I was
polish.
kind of like maybe like a 7.5 on a 10 scale until the ending, and I was like, because that ending was tough. It was tough, and we won't talk about it. But it was tough.
I would say it's still a 7 for me even with the ending. I think the ending's what made it better because some of the dialogue was so bad. It was like terrible.
Yeah, which one? What?
The dialogue was some of it was abysmal. It was like why no human would say this ever.
Did you like talk to everybody?
Yeah, I talked to most
I
everybody.
thought like
And
Trevor.
then you always find out like one person you didn't talk to, like
Yeah.
at the end, you're like, oh, you didn't save the bird.
I
Okay.
like talk to the trucker. I'm like,
I didn't talk to the truckers either. I like did stuff. But
the trucker was a jerk anyway. You didn't miss anything.
yeah.
She's like, you're stupid, you stupid face. And you're like, okay, why did I
Right.
talk to you?
Why did I talk to you? I don't know. Because they wanted me to talk to you, I guess. But I still want to see more. I'm still in for it.
And of course, like every game with a female protagonist nowadays, especially adventure games, there was a shower scene. And you're like, okay, this is awkward.
Yeah, Jess woke up to it and I was like,
Hey, teenage girl showering, not awkward at all.
she's in high school.
Like I wasn't even allowed to skip this. I have to do it.
Can't skip. Sorry. Here,
We're watching
just
now
get down on
together.
this.
Let's put my arm around you. Let's go.
So I haven't watched. I haven't played episode 3 of Game of Thrones. Have you played episode 2 of Borderlands?
Yes, and it was great. If you haven't played,
I haven't played it yet.
Dude, did you play episode 1?
I didn't play any of it yet.
This is better than Game of Thrones, in my opinion.
Game of Thrones
Much
is,
better.
is rough right now.
Much
so.
better. It's so good.
Like even
The
just
writ-
starting the 3rd episode, I'm like, I don't really care about this anymore.
The writing is so tight and it is so funny. Like it's genuinely good, and you don't have to know anything about Borderlands.
So
to like it.
that's my problem is that I'm scared because I don't really have
No,
any knowledge.
You don't
or
need it. You
care about the
seriously,
property.
you don't need to at all. You don't. It's really. And Chris Hardwick is hilarious. The main character, I think, is played by Troy Baker, is hilarious. Like not even just funny, hilarious. Patrick Warburton is one of the villains, and he is great. Great. The female lead also very good. The female lead and the like this. Her sister, which is like adopted sister or something, but she's also pretty good. But the female lead's great, but the sister's kind of like more like a cutie character right now. She's not like as funny character. She's like the tough one, but cute, cute and tough. And you're like, okay, cool. And also, Nolan North voices the character. That's great too.
He voices Nathan Drake, obviously.
He voices not Nathan Drake.
Well, that's all I got, pal. What do you got? Anything else?
I have one more thing.
Okay, let's go for it.
I don't have one more thing. I'm all done.
You're a liar.
Yes, actually, I have a customer receipt from Verizon. That's all I have left.
Witcher, beards, remember that.
Witcher beards.
Hey, I grew my beard out 'cause it took me
This
a long
game
time.
gets a 10 because of the beard tech.
It took me a long time to get here.
This is
but
the
look at this
best
beard game.
beard tech of any
I just
character.
trimmed the size a little bit. Beard game.
Beard game
I'm
is
gonna
strong.
Van Dyke when I get
Yeah,
here.
that'd be cool if you could you could grow it up and then trim it like shape.
Supposedly there's a DLC that's like phases and facial hair or something like that, and
DLC.
but it won't let you grow it.
DLC.
It'll just give you like the whatever beard
like
you
a
want.
Van Dyke or something.
You can get it, but it won't grow out that way.
Not like the burn side. It's like the full just like.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get all the ladies.
That's right. Flavor saver. Oh, okay, makes sense, Corral.
It's like Hitler mustache. Like, oh, that's
Thanks-
not
thanks,
good in
White
any place.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Oh, yes, and then no one takes him seriously.
Like, hey,
though.
ladies, like,
It's like
no.
-7 to taking him seriously.
It's like, I can't talk anyone to anything.
And
now.
his Hitler mustache kind of like grows out like down here with physics, but not the rest for some reason.
It's like I got the Einstein haircut.
Guys, thanks for showing us.
Hey, guys, been a
We
great
love you.
time.
109 in the books.
Thanks for coming.
Santa,
109.
Santa fetish.
Puts grease on the run. That's 409, but that's okay. Stay classy.
Finn.
Bang.
Boom.